What's up guys, and welcome back to the Drift Games YouTube channel. Thank you for tuning in and subscribing and liking and commenting and all that kind of stuff. We are here at a very special place because it is Quinn M-Sport in the north of Ireland. We've been here before, but they have now got a lot of very fun projects, cool cars and a lot of random stuff. And if you guys know Kevin Quinn, he drives in Drift Masters, BDC and the IDS. He is a car nut and he has a lot of cool stuff around this yard. So we're going to check it out. We're going to meet up with Kev and Joe, and we're not sure what we're going to get here, but I'm sure we're going to get a lot of laughs and a lot of cool projects out of it. So let's go check out the first thing, which isn't Kevin's car, but Kevin is at it, is a car that is very famous in Irish drifting, but from an Australian. It's Mitch Larner's car. Kev, how are you?
How's things?
So this is the lost child.
That is it. Hidden Arbo, like him over in Australia.
Mitch not able to make, he was supposed to be doing Drift Masters this year, not able to do it obviously because of the travel restrictions. And the car is still here, it's still sitting there waiting for a bit of a once over before it goes forward. This is one of those cars that's very synonymous, well known and well worn too, from doing a lot of stuff. Also an event up here in the north of Ireland which is a lot of fun is King of the Ring, which is like a kind of a...
How are you going to describe this?
How am I going to describe this? I would say it is almost like if you took hot rod racing, field cars and drifting and put them all into one oval and just absolutely went crazy. That's kind of a rough estimation of it. This BMW has had a few fun days out, as you can see. Lots of spider webs in there, Josh.
I would not go near there. Look at the spider webs there, you can't even get in.
This is generally what every car at King of the Ring comes out looking like. Back end broken and kind of a bit of rope tying everything together, and then as long as it still goes, you still drive it. This is the new project though, Kev. Big exciting reveal this year.
The Volvo
940, what's it, 2.8?
2.8, 2.9 turbo. Brilliant car.
So there's good stuff, there's good go in it.
It's a complete tank, like. It is a tank.
And the best thing about this car is that even if you're in rubbing walls, you're so far away from the impact zone that it doesn't even bother you. You can't even feel it. It's way off down there.
Normally any car I would take to King of the Ring lasts a day, like. This on a full day, rubbed all the walls and it's still like new, like.
But they don't make them like this anymore. These are tanks.
They don't make them like this anymore.
And you guys have a couple of different shells around the place, but what I really want to do is head over towards the workshop where I want to check out your new race truck and all of the cool cars that are over there. So let's go over there, a little fast walk montage to there. Before we go inside, we got some cool stuff outside as well. And one thing that caught my eye wherever it was earlier on is Kevin's old 180SX. So this is the car almost that kind of you made your name in it.
Was this your first car?
My very first car, yeah. And it came to a Saturday end one day. Took it for a track day till Bishopscourt, and had a wee bit of a collision.
See, it looks okay here. All okay. And we go around the other side.
That was a big hit.
Definitely seen better days.
We should be able to dig out that footage of that.
There is
crash.
footage of it, isn't there?
Yeah. There's online sort of. Hold on to it for sort of sentimental.
But you know what? It goes to show how important a good cage is.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. It's amazing how much the cage actually does. It's like the whole chassis has bent around the.
Yeah, you can actually see it.
The cage hasn't actually moved at all.
No, but look here. It's just actually gone around both bars, and the bars have moved. That's mental.
But then the impact was there, so it's, the chassis has gone in.
It definitely shows like
a good cage.
Yeah, it definitely shows like you need to do things right when you're doing it, like, you know.
We'll hopefully go to some prettier cars that haven't been in a crash yet, or as many crashes. You've got a customer's car here, which I can't brush over before we go in.
Yeah.
This is a beautiful S15. There's not many, like S15s I always say can be done very well, or they can be a bit, like if you don't get the kit right, and they can be a bit hovercrafty, but this one is absolutely beautiful. This is not a normal SR20, this is an RB25, and a lot of money spent by the looks of things on a lot of very, very cool parts. I mean, Nismo inlet manifold, it's got a bigger turbo, it's actually got all of the plastics hydro dipped in carbon, which is really, really cool, and just a very tidy car all around. Like what I like about it, even little touches like the hydro dip door handles, got your bride seats, carbon everywhere, hydro of course, hydro of course, and this is a road car. That's a really, really nice car. Clear lights on the back, even the little touches around of all the splitters and stuff. That's a really beautiful car. Yeah. This beautiful. I can't even. Again, we're getting confused with cars. So this is yours?
Yeah.
This is your Corolla. So this, if you have to have a Corolla,
you have to have a Corolla
in the north of Ireland. If you don't have a Corolla and you're doing drifting, you're just doing something wrong. Yeah. But this is what we. I mean, there's a lot of people that watch our channel that aren't from Ireland.
Yeah.
So you guys might have watched some of my Corolla build. I'm building a very Jap style one, but then we call the other side of it the UK spec.
Yeah.
And this is a very quintessential UK spec Corolla. Burgundy over the black bumpers.
Yeah. Actually, I'm going to tell you, it's the wrong colour.
It's the wrong colour?
It's meant to be red and black. It's still its original car, like, but somebody couldn't get a burgundy one time, so they painted it this colour.
So they painted a burgundy.
Yeah.
So, and is the plan to keep it this way or paint it
No,
up?
it's gone back. Maybe it's going to fully restored red and black.
So this look of the CBs have to be the 4 CB lights on the front.
That has to be all.
Has
To have the
Yeah,
remote,
has to.
the reloads on it.
Jan
Speed
speed,
exhaust.
can't forget the Jan speed.
This is literally, there's
It's
a
pretty
rule
much
book.
all the things that you took off.
Everything I
your-
took off my one is on this one. But these are, again, it's a total preference. You know, some people like big wide arch kitted S15. Some people like standard bodied S-Spec Rs. Same with Corollas. You can go one way or the other.
Yeah.
But you have to go one way or the other completely.
Yeah,
I think you
absolutely.
can't go halfway in the middle. That's the big thing. You either go completely with the UK style or the Jap style. In the middle it's kind of a mixed match. So that's a really, really nice one. And
So I heard a rumour about this car. How many engines has this gone through?
Probably 10.
10 engines.
and they're notoriously hard to blow up.
Yeah, very hard to blow up. Like,
Yeah.
I somehow managed to do it. But I have the car. I have the car now nearly 10 years. Like, so, you know, one a year.
We still have one more thing before we go in. I want to check out the race truck because this is the new Transport to Drift Masters.
That's it.
You know, a lot of people buy race trucks, but you actually built this. So this is the new Quinn M-Sport truck. So this is something you guys built, and the great thing about building it yourself is that you build it to your spec.
Yeah.
So you kind of built this to say, this is what we need when we're going across Europe, nice and comfortable.
Yeah.
Got your seats, got your beds, got all your wiring, got your tunes.
Everything.
Fridge, toilet, 3 bunk beds, and they're all actual single bed mattresses, so they're not like small little
No.
mini beds, which is really. And then you've got a workshop in the back.
Full workshop in the back.
There's a light.
I got it before. There we go.
There we go. So this is like a proper sized workshop. Like this isn't usually you see like a little tiny bit at the back of a truck, but this can handle all the tires, all the wheels,
Everything, yeah.
all your spare arms.
I quite like it. There's the grid for all the spares already. They're all measured up being put in the car, so it's all like tracked up and everything to what's already on the car as well.
Which is really cool. You got your tools, you got a spare wheel for the truck, and you got
We actually have this space here for the spare engine, which we haven't put in till the lorry yet, but it's in the garage. Like.
So
hopefully we never need it, like, you know. So.
But that's the thing, it's getting to that level now, isn't it? That you've gone such a long distance to an event, say in Riga or Norway or wherever you are,
Yeah.
and you're in a position where you're going, you nearly need to bring an engine.
That's the
because
reason I have my old engine as a spare gearbox, drive shafts, all steering, all the wise fab, suspension, everything's literally there. There's everything to build another car, like, but hopefully we don't need it, like.
That's really awesome. That's really cool to see. A really nice workshop in here. What's up guys, sorry to interrupt this video, but I want to give a big shout out to one of our main partners here at Drift Games, Link ECU. Now we run Link ECU in our cars all the time, and they're an incredible piece of kit. These little boxes, you know, you get the most advanced tuning software, you also get to monitor your car at the track, and we've found it the most helpful thing we've ever put in a car. We get the best out of each of our drift cars and road cars with these, and they're also run by the best drifters in the world, like the guys from the Drift Masters European Championship. If you want to check out the full range of Link ECU products, go onto their website. I'm sure there's something for your car there right now. So we're in the workshop now in Quinn M-Sport, and this is kind of a two-man operation to a certain extent. Yourself and Joe working away on the cars. We'll come back to the S15, but I want to have a look through. A lot of people love in garages, and I know I do too. It's just looking around at the stuff that's just kind of collecting around the place. And in Ireland, you'll never see such random stuff just in corners and pockets and stuff. So you got like a ton of bumpers.
There was a couple more bumpers. I'm sort of a hoarder, like I don't like to throw stuff out. Like.
Well, the stuff is getting
Joe goes
rare.
mad, like, but sure.
I'd say that's the next twin cam engine.
That's the last one. It's just put in a couple of months ago.
And this is all various body panels, various stuff that's come out of the project cars that are here. Wheels, bits of exhaust. You guys have kind of like a little machine room here?
It's like for the wiring end of things.
Yes. So this is for making the looms?
Yeah.
So you're kind of...
One guy here, Paul, does all our wiring and stuff, and this is just his wee bench for the
This is the bit now that I don't even know, like it looks like spaghetti to me when they have these diagrams, and it's just...
It's madness.
It's like massive pins and holes and stuff, but that is very
It's almost like a different language.
Yeah, as I said, I don't know what anything means. I just amps and things, but this is the most important thing. That if you know what you're at, you need this kind of setup to be able to put it all together.
That's all our own in-house hell brake piping system there.
So you just pull a roll of it as long as you need.
Yeah, all the fittings and all's in the box, and so just all your stuff you need.
It's there for all the ends.
Yeah.
That's very handy.
Very handy.
It stops you having to wait for parts.
Having to wait and stuff like
You
that.
just have it
Everything's
yourself.
There, yeah.
And what I wanted to actually talk about when we were here was how random the projects you guys are working on. Because when we were here maybe 2 years ago, it was just drift car, drift car, drift car, drift car, drift car. But it's actually expanded a bit for you guys into some strange cars.
Definitely.
Joe is over here, and I want Joe to have a talk about this because I know he knows a little bit more than all the rest of us here. Joe, why is there a Renault Megane in your workshop?
Yeah, the guy that does the wiring, this is his love child.
I haven't seen someone go to this extent with a Renault Megane in a very, very long time. I mean, in the UK maybe there might be a bit more of this, but in Ireland definitely not.
Fully built, 2 litre, 16 valve, rods, pistons, cams.
What sort of power with this one?
450
450 in a Renault Megane.
in around again. It's fast.
Wow. And this, like inside and out, it's absolutely... This is a race car. It is a road car?
Yeah, it's a road car.
But it looks like a race car underneath because you have uprated shifters, you've got all your kind of strut bars, external fuel pump. It's absolutely spotless as well.
All the stuff.
Like this is a man who loves a Renault Megane here.
He loves his Reynolds.
He loves his Renaults. And then here we have, I'm going to say it's an S14. I didn't look at, that's a good guess because I didn't look up to it very fast there. So this is an S14, another customer car, and another road car.
Road car, on air.
So it's on air, big brakes, very shiny SR20. So this is sort of a show car, sort of drift car, sort of bit of everything.
A bit of all of
But
them.
even the subframe, it's like properly metallic painted.
Well, it's got all the arms and everything on, so surely it's got to be somewhat of a drift car.
And then
show you the best part of it.
Hold on.
What's the best part of it?
there's going to be a best part.
You have a confused look on your face.
A few moments later.
Wow. Even more wow. That is some.
Is that
fish.
reversed? Oh my god!
It's quite stretched.
That is
Madness.
madness. What wheels are those?
CBWs or C.
So they're obviously very custom made wheels. So this is going to be a very tasty car when it's done.
Yeah,
Look at the
sort of
size of that fish.
buy the wheels, and I want my car to fit my wheels.
Yeah, we've heard that from a few
Yes,
garages going, buy the wheels and then we'll figure the rest out from there.
The size of that. You put your foot in there.
CCW, so these are custom made for that car, and
I actually think they're out of the States.
I would imagine, I haven't seen one of those in Europe, I haven't seen that style in Europe, but they are not a cheap wheel by any means or stretch of the imagination, but I have,
So what sort of over fender or camber does it take to fit that
I don't
wheel?
know.
we don't know yet.
He just rolls the wheels, and
I'll tell you one thing you won't need with that car, spacers.
yeah.
That's not going to be something you're going to be putting on that car. So we'll move along. This is a Mark I Ford Escort. I'm not the biggest Ford Escort guy, but I know, I roughly can tell the Mark I and Mark II apart. This one though looks like not a lot I've seen before. So this is a Mark I Escort wide body.
Yeah, bubble arch. It's gonna have. It'll be for sprints, time attack, hill climb, rallycross.
So it's a proper, this is not just a show
it's gonna
car.
be a proper-
This isn't just a restored sit in someone's garage car, this is a race car.
The carbon fiber roof and
Jeez,
You see the little carbon fibre there as
Carbon
well.
fibre here and then carbon fibre on the roof. A roof
yes,
skin.
it is a complete roof skin.
And the cage is fairly extensive as well, right throughout the chassis.
Oh wow, it's got all the bottom bit as well.
But that's like, There's not many people building these that aren't just restoring them, and this is actually a full-on race car. Is this the engine for this?
Yeah.
So this is a
YB. Cosworth.
wow. So kind of staying with the heritage of the car.
Yeah, I wanted to keep the Ford theme going.
That's a very cool car.
It should be on around like 450, 500 hours.
500 horsepower. Do you know what I mean? Looking at the tires on it, just looks like a beast. So here's two cars that, now you're known for a bit of wheeling and dealing, trading cars. You're a bit like me. You like buying them, a little bit of a project, moving them on when you get bored of them, that kind of stuff. So I can relate to that. The one thing I can't relate to is having one of these, because that is your new baby, and this is a proper GTR, R32 Gtr. What's the story behind this one?
It's actually just a very short story. It went up about 3 weeks ago. 3 weeks ago on the internet, I just seen it. There's a guy sells job performance cars in the UK, and I just seen this picture of this GTR, and he read underneath it, GTR for sale, needs paint, 70,000 kilometers. And I was like, I'll send him a message and see how much it is. Probably going to be expensive. He got back to me. It was a real good price, and here it is.
But the thing is, there's not many at good price now, because they are getting very, very popular. Like
I'm not gonna lie, I'm a Skyline novice. What's the difference between a GTR and just like a standard R32?
So an R32 is rear wheel drive, and it has an RB20, and the GTR is RB26 with 4-wheel drive. So this is the first.
So this is the engine that everyone wants in drifting.
There's been Skyline since the 70s, early 70s, but this is the first proper car that sort of was their big flagship car. And the reason it's so famous and so well is because they built this car and then they went racing this car in likes of Australia and stuff, and it beat everything. It's where it got the name Godzilla, because in Australia it was coming from Japan and it was eating everything off the track, so they called it Godzilla. That's where it came from. But the idea was that it was just such a capable car, and this car, obviously the success of it started the 33, the 34, and obviously the R35. So there wouldn't have been those cars without this car. This is probably the most significant Skyline, and in grey, which is the colour everyone wants it in, this is kind of its most iconic look. So the reason these are so sought after now is because in the US they have an import law, so that they have to wait a certain amount of years for them to actually take a car in, and therefore the year at the moment I think is 1997. So they can only take cars into America and import that are 1997 or older. So this is why they had no GTRs in America, no Evo 4s, no 33 GTRs, and that's why these went up in price, because the minute obviously all that time had passed, there was only so many good ones left. And one thing with this one, Kev, is I've just realised how original this car is. This would even be rare, because people over the years, just like us, would have put on filters and changed this and put bigger turbos on it and changed a ton of stuff. To find one that's actually in original condition it's like a hen's teeth. Like, you wouldn't find one, especially in
quite the quick history lesson just there.
It's actually the main reason I bought it. It's because it's totally original, like, you know. It does need painted, like, see. They've tried to polish it, like, but
you can see on the wing a little bit here.
yeah.
But you know what? Of all of it, that's not the worst. I mean, you can paint a car. I mean, you want to retidy up some of the parts, you know, scrub everything off. But to come with like all the standard, even the standard airbox, like that is. I don't think I've ever seen a GTR with a standard airbox. They always have a filter or a front mount or something on it. But this is like unbelievable. So this is a keeper one, I think.
Definitely.
This is one that I don't think in about 5 years you will not be able to.
So what's
afford
one of these in like good condition go for?
Now in the States they're making $40,000 to $50,000.
Seriously?
Yeah. That's how much they're making from Japan to the US. So I don't know what good price is. I would never ask him, but I would say he's probably going to let us know at least that it was reasonable.
Can't tell you in case I sell it again.
That's the thing. Never shoot yourself in the foot like that. But this thing, I mean, I can't. This is it's technically not too bad. I mean, a respray and a few bits tidied up.
Respray and the AT37s.
Perfect wheel for an R32. So you got some rays there, which are going on this in bronze. That's like the look, isn't it? Yeah. That's literally, that is it. I mean, if you talk about the classic UK or Jap Corollas, if you talk about R32 GTRs, Ray T37s, grey, bronze wheels, that is beautiful. And this is a road registered car, so it's something you can actually drive around in. To me, I haven't seen too many in the last year or so. That's how rare they're getting. Like, you used to see them. I remember you could buy one for like €8,000, €9,000. You'd buy a GTR. Now, forget about it. And everyone who sold them at €8,000 is just going to cry for the rest of their lives. I want to have a look at Kevin's S15 because I want to have a real good look around the car and talk about how excessive a drift car has gone right now. But I think this episode has run so long, I think we're going to sign this one out, and on the next episode I'm going to actually do a full walkthrough of Kevin's Drift Masters car for this year because it is absolutely insane. So if you like the episode, let us know which project, which car you like the most. It's a lot of fun looking around all the stuff here, and I never expected to come down and see such random projects. I thought it would just be all drift cars, is what we used to see, but it's amazing to see stuff like GTRs and Escorts and everything. Let us know in the comments which was your favorite build, what one are you looking forward to most, and should we come back and check out some of these when they're repainted, resprayed and finished. So thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you on the next episode.